Hello and welcome to this live stream for Miss England's Explore the Nation and Sports Round. I'm Jordan Williams, former Mr. England and the host of the Miss England competition. Now, the Explore the Nation round is completely new for this year's competition. This involves the finalists telling us all about their hometowns, cities and counties, giving us a wonderful insight that you wouldn't normally get on a brochure. Now, for this particular round, we're partnered with UK Staycation to bring you some incredible content. Now, you're probably wondering what the Explore the Nation round actually entails. It's easier to just show you, but I will summarise. Okay, so each finalist had to take time out of their busy schedules of working or studying to go out and research some key info about the place they'll be representing in the final. Now, once they'd learned all they could, they had to compile and present this information to our panel via a virtual video call. This was a test not only of information gathering, but presenting, pitching, understanding the audience, and project creation. Now, I've seen loads of these and they're all excellent. However, I'm not a judge, but we must remember it's a competition. We've got 2 judges and we've also put this out to the public. That's you guys at home, and you've had your say on who should be in the top 10. All the girls have done brilliantly, and there are so many places that I now want to get out there and explore. But before we get to revealing the best 10 presentations as rated by you, we're going to show you some coverage of the sports round that took place at the Heart of England in Coventry. Kicking things off with highlights followed by an interview with the man himself, Lee Stewart.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Lee Stewart. I am the ex-Royal Marines Commando who is going to be running your sports round this coming Sunday. I need to manage your expectations. I need to try and mentally prepare you for what is going to be happening. I'm from the Marines, and in the Marines we do things a little bit differently. So to that end, you are going to be put through a demanding 30 or 40 minutes of physical activity that is going to push you to your absolute limits. I'm going to be looking for people that are physically fit, people that have bothered to prepare themselves for this event, because I'm assuming you've known for a long time that you're going to be having to do it. But not only that, I'm going to be looking for people that show some character, some grit, some determination, and keep a smile on their face when things get a little bit tough. Okay, so start preparing yourself physically and mentally between now and Sunday. Do not do any more exercise, do not drink any alcohol, get some good night's sleep, drink plenty of water, and eat some good food, especially on Sunday morning. Get up at a reasonable time, eat and drink, okay? You're going to be needing your energy. Okay, so this was the first round. This was a work, rest, play circuit. This is a circuit that we often use in the Royal Marines. It's a good test of not only physical fitness, but teamwork also. Sick, dizzy, faint or lightheaded, and you try and keep going, what will happen is you'll end up collapsing, and it'll be very difficult for us to help you. Probably need to get an ambulance here. It's potentially life-threatening. I'm not trying to scare you. competition. Who goes through to the final? We needed 4 ladies and 2 of the lads. So there's 4 ladies, 2 lads in the final. Megan, go stand over there a little bit. You're the first one through. Aaron, is it in the white over there? What's your name again?
Good morning.
Let's stand over there, please. Let's do the one, the cadet. There's the cadet, where is she? Is she here? Yeah, you over there. Well done. Well done. Okay, well, what I'd like you all to do now, please, unless you've got somewhere where you urgently need to be, it might be an idea to encourage these guys along, because they're going to do a little bit more, and we're going to whittle it down to a winner. Jake, well done, mate. Well done.
Okay then guys, I'm joined by Lee from Go Commando Fitness. Now, we've heard from some of the contestants and they seem to be quite nervous about a video that Lee posted. So Lee, tell us a little bit about that and what they should be expecting of today.
Yeah, the video I sent over to the guys on Friday, I've been looking at a few of the video clips from last year's event, and it seemed to be, in my eyes, a little bit laid back, a little bit, a lot of laughing and joking, a bit too much smiling for my liking. So as I told the guys, I'm from the Royal Marines, I've got a Royal Marines background, and we do things a little bit differently in the Marines. And it was my plan to put them under a little bit of pressure, because I'm not just looking necessarily for the fittest candidate, we're looking for people who show some character, some grit, some determination, the kind of person who keeps smiling when things get a little bit tough. So I just wanted to make the guys aware of that. I just thought it would only be fair that it was going to be different to last year's event, and to turn up with the correct mindset.
Absolutely. So you're not just looking for, obviously everyone's got their limitations.
Yeah.
Attitude's a big thing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Looking for attitude. I don't necessarily want the fittest person, or the person who puts the most effort in, who just keeps going, who keeps smiling, maybe encourages their fellow contestants along. We saw it a lot in the Marines. The fittest person isn't necessarily the strongest person. You know, at the end of the day, when we're on operations or doing what we do, we want people who just keep going no matter what, and keep that sense of humour, keep that determination going, and encourage the others along. And that's the sort of characteristics I'm going to be looking for, not just the fittest person.
Absolutely fantastic. So with all of that in mind, what should they be scared about today? Is there one particular event that you're going to put on where you're thinking this is going to be tough?
No, not really. It's all going to be pretty tough. There's 3 rounds, and there's going to be a couple of rounds and then the final. So the way we do it is we just put them under pressure from the start, and don't let up, it's just who keeps going. So yeah, I wouldn't say anything that's going to be particularly harder than another. It's all going to be pretty challenging, and that pressure is going to be there from start to finish, starting from the warm-up, starting from the minute we get them warmed up out here. They're going to be being watched carefully. We're going to be looking for their reactions, their sort of body language, everything from start to finish. And then myself and my colleague Alex will be picking the winning candidate from the males and the females at the end.
Excellent. And with that in mind, are you going to make the guys, is it going to be harder for the guys or harder for the girls, or is it going to be blanket throughout?
It's going to be the same. Going to be the same. I don't want to, why should anyone have it any easier? treat everybody the same.
Absolutely.
That's what you have to.
There you hear it then, guys. So there's Lee and Alex are going to absolutely beast the like I said. I can't wait to stand back and watch it all. There we go, guys. Welcome back, guys. I'm currently joined by Erin Smith, who is Miss Worcester and the winner of the sports round. How are you doing, Erin?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Have you recovered yet from...
Yeah, it took me a while, but I'm well and recovered. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all good. You're all good. That seemed crazy what Lee got you guys doing.
I know. I wasn't expecting that.
No?
But when he had us lining up, I had a guess that it was going to be hard.
Yeah, he weren't messing around, was he, at all? I remember when he got you there, he was saying, like, this is serious. He actually set the tone way back when with that little video, right?
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to take a look at your highlights? You haven't seen anything yet
No, I
from the
haven't.
day, any of the footage, but obviously you did really well, and I want to just get a bit of your reaction to your
Okay.
highlights. Let's roll it. That's pretty good going.
Yeah.
So how does it make you feel watching that back?
I'm proud that I did well, but I don't think that video does it justice. Like, how hard it was. Like, it is hard to tell, but it was intense.
Yeah, that's what highlights is. We can't get the whole thing. We're just going to show these guys the whole day. So just sit tight, guys. Enjoy.
And you can watch it.
No, well, I was there. I can clarify. It was pretty tough. But obviously the rest of the girls as well. Like some of them did great, like you did. Some of them not so good. Like, was it what you expected?
As in the whole day.
Like, as in the whole day and the competition levels.
The girls who were in the top 4 for me pushed me. They kept me going because I think I could have stopped physically. Mentally, I wouldn't have. But because the competition level was so high, they kept me going.
Right. Which leads me on perfectly to the fact that before we started, me and you had a little chat. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I think we need to watch that back. Let's roll it. Hey guys, I'm joined by Erin Smith, who is representing Worcester at the Miss England Finals. So Erin, we're here today at the boot camp setting.
Yeah.
It looks pretty intense.
Yeah.
How are you feeling going into it?
I'm nervous. No, like, I'm excited because I do like the sport. I'm fit, but I was a bit nervous, especially after that video in the group chat. Did you see that video?
I did.
I was about to order a gin and tonic and then I'm not drinking for the rest of the week because
Wait a minute though. I bet you drank after.
Yeah, I did.
100%.
I drank loads after.
You deserved it.
Yeah.
You deserved it.
I
Let's
know.
see what else you had to say, because there's some bits coming up that I remember that are quite funny.
it just wouldn't go down well, so yeah. Probably
Right,
shouldn't.
it's obviously apprehensive,
Yeah.
but are you going to give it absolutely everything and just see how you get on?
Yeah, well, because I played football and I was so competitive, I always wanted to be the fittest. I literally will work myself until I'm like growing up, so I'm just going to go with that mentality. Do you know what I mean?
Such a drama
Just
queen.
try my
Such a rough
hardest.
attitude is
Yeah.
like what they're looking for, so I feel like that's really, really key.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you've met a lot of the other girls probably for the first time.
Yeah.
What's your first impressions?
Well, they're all really nice, but it's crazy because obviously you only see them on Instagram. You can't tell what people height-wise are on social media.
Hi,
I actually hate myself.
Well, all right. Straight up, guys, I'm not doing this to embarrass her, but I just find this funny for me. I just don't know what people are like height-wise. Obviously on Instagram it doesn't tell you people's measurements. But with that in mind, obviously the girls, you guys get on really well. Was it nice to meet everyone?
Yeah, it was. And
Yeah.
and you can kind of chat to people and get to know them on more personal basis, so it's nice.
Okay, let's see what I'll have to say.
Can you? So like so many people like look completely different to what I imagined to be, but they're all really lovely. So.
Right. So who's your biggest competition?
Miss London. Jessica, she's been training hard.
Okay, so you're giving an early tip that Jessica might smash this big one.
Yeah, because she's been training for a marathon, and I met her last week, and I've seen her beasting it on social media, so I'm the.
Right, Miss London is who you said would win it, but in reality it was you, and there was no point during that interview where you said, I've got this.
Yeah. Because, like, a year ago, I was at my peak of physicality, so I would have backed myself confidently. I was quite nervous, and I didn't know what to expect. And when you know what you're doing, you can prepare, but I didn't know what it was going to be, so... You know, but I did all right, didn't I? So.
You did do all right. I mean, you won. I'd say that's all right. You did all right, didn't you? But yeah, amazing. Do you know what I found really interesting? Like all of the girls, none of them said that they could win it. And
Yeah.
you were all. A lot of you actually said Jessica, Miss London, because she trains really hard. But like we've seen, it doesn't matter. It's all about that.
It's about mental.
And you're so competitive, right?
I am extremely competitive. Like, if I don't win, that's all right, because I wasn't good enough. But I want to try my hardest. And so that level of competitivity was in there the day.
Exactly. Right, let's see the rest of the little interview.
She'll be good. She's one to watch.
So, yeah, there we go. You've heard it here first.
Credit first. Miss Worcester is saying Miss London. She's in the toilet with us.
Oh, right. Okay. So she didn't really need to do that.
No.
Because she's in the toilet.
Because she ain't gonna hear.
But it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so there we have it. We've met Erin and all of her witness. So there's Erin, and she's representing Worcester in the Miss England finals.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go, guys. That was Erin.
That was Miss Worcester.
It's fine, it's fine. We're all a little bit weird here. It's fine, don't worry about it. So, Erin, one final question before we love and leave you, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more of you before the Miss England finals, is you've got the sports round in the bag. What do you reckon that's going to stand you in good stead for the rest of the competition?
I mean, it's given me some more confidence in myself, but by no means am I taking the foot off the pedal. I'm going to try in every round because I think it's important to be a level person, you know, all well-rounded, that's the word I'm looking for. I think it's important with, you know, the eco dress and the talent round to do my best, and as long as I do my best the whole competition, I can't ask for more of myself.
No regrets. No regrets.
No regrets.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. That was Erin, your sports round winner and Miss Worcester in this year's finals. Coming up next, we're going to hear from the male winner and Mr. Sportsman Ward, Jake.
My name is Jake Matthew. I'm representing Liverpool City region and I am the current Mr. Sportsman 2021. At the start of lockdown, I needed something to keep me occupied whilst I was in Manchester, and I started running 5Ks every day. And I kind of slacked out of it when lockdown eased up in the summer, and I struggled to get back into it ever since. But I also joined the gym, which was stop-starty. However, as soon as, I think it was February or March came around and I was able to go back to the gym, I went with my uni friends and we went at least 3 or 4 times a week. I tried to keep my running between 2.5 and 5K a day. That is the most preparation I've ever done for anything, and it's clearly paid off, but it's just made me realise just how much more I need to do because I'm aching. Regarding the race at the end, it was actually something that my stepdad, I think, said, and it was something I experienced myself. It was something he said, it was like, it's a mental thing, but if you're setting the pace and you're shooting out the blocks, it's going to be quite tricky because mentally you're going to be like, how far is that person behind you? And so I just thought I'd take a gamble, started off with a bit of a jog, and I think I was at the back of everyone at the start, and I think it worked out because I think in the end I just had nothing to lose per se because I was at the back and I just chased everyone down. So I think mentally that helped, and he was just like, just pacing it all the way through does help. I've got to be honest, I was kind of looking forward to it and was quite confident. However, I didn't know just how brutal it was going to be. And as it just went on and on with the constant exercises, I just started to die inside. And so as much as I said I was confident going into it, I don't think I really realised what a boot camp is like and just how rigorous it is on the whole of your body. I think most of it was just down to like mentally just being like able to cope with the endurance, not so much how much you can lift or how strong you are, but just how mentally strong you are. I think the main thing is just the fact of, as long as I stayed focused on believing in myself and believing that I could at least try and not give up without a fight, there was always that possibility. But like I said, there were plenty of other competitors. The lads are in so much better shape, some of them, than I am, and I'm aware that I have let myself go a little bit over the past year or so, and I've been quite keen to lose that weight and cut down, and I've been exercising, and the routines of running and stuff have definitely helped me. However, at the end of the day, it was just the mental state that I was in, and I was just like, I'm just going to try my best and at least not go down without fighting. I think I've definitely outdone myself, and that's not me putting myself down at all. I think I just knew that it was going to be tricky. I knew that there'd be some brilliant competitors, and I was proven right today, and I've just proven that I can compete as well, and so that has made me more confident. I have every chance of going all the way, as I could say, but there's a lot more I need to do. I need to prepare, because it's not about sports anymore, it's about preparing for the next challenge that comes up when the final does finally come around. And in the meantime, hopefully it is a couple of months away, like rather than it being in 3 weeks like it was supposed to be, because it gives me more time just to get fit, get more in shape, because if there's a catwalk coming, I do need to cut down on the weight that I've got. I am hurting, so tomorrow's going to be interesting. Might be a bed day tomorrow, but mentally I'm just going to enjoy it and speak to my family, speak to my friends, because I think on a personal note, it's actually the first time I've fully achieved something that I can be fully proud of. And there have been plenty of things that I've done in my life where I've got work, I've got jobs, I've achieved things like school grades and stuff, but to come away with something that I really did have to mentally prepare for without knowing what I was preparing for, it is something I can be proud of. And so I do have to let my mind slowly just calm down, because I'm going to be a bag of emotions probably this evening. Yeah, the release of serotonin, I believe, is incredible, and you do feel good in yourself, even though I am struggling to stand up straight. But I do feel like I've done myself proud today. So yeah, I hate press-ups. I absolutely hate press-ups, and I don't know how I've got through them. And the fact that I've done that, I am really proud of myself, and I think that is the main thing. You do feel good because you've completed it. I think everyone's been brilliant. I've got to know the lads especially well. Everyone that I've spoken to has been really nice, and I wish everyone the best, because quite frankly everyone could have won, because they all have quality somewhere.
Periods don't just hurt us, they hurt the planet too. An average pad uses the same amount of plastic as 4 single-use carrier bags. We deserve better, so we have created a new kind of pad that is totally plastic-free, organic cotton upper, no stickers, and biodegradable. Plast-free pads are kinder to skin, hypoallergenic, unscented, and breathable. Anion technology reduces odour and irritation with naturally occurring antibacterial qualities. Plast-free products have layers of ultra-absorbent core, which firmly locks in the heaviest flow. Our pads absorb up to 5 times more than leading brands. No plastic, no chemicals, no leaks, and available in a range of sizes to suit you and your bleed. Plast-free pads. Because plastic has no place in your period.
Welcome back to this year's Explore the Nation and Sports Round livestream. So far, we've seen the extent that the finalists have pushed themselves to in terms of physical fitness and determination. Now, it's time to get to the matter at hand, which is unveiling the top 10 Explore the Nation presentations. Once we've announced the top 10, you will then have your chance to text vote for the winner of this round. Not only will they be going into the final, the top 3 from this round are shortlisted into the top 20 of the grand final of Miss England later this year. That's amazing. So to tell us how important this round is, we spoke to the director of Miss England, Angie Beasley.
Hello, it's Angie Beasley here, the director of the Miss England competition. I hope everybody's well. Just want to say how overwhelmed I am from seeing all the contestants' presentations in the Explore the Nation round of Miss England. We've tried to make the competition more current. Every year we try and introduce something new so that it can become more interesting, I suppose. And we thought what a great way it would be if we encourage the contestants to promote their hometown cities and counties. And I'm overwhelmed by the response we've had from all the contestants. Some brilliant presentations there, and I can't wait to visit a lot of these places myself. So it's a real insight into where the girls are representing, and why not promote England as a tourist destination? It's a wonderful place. There's so many different hidden gems, a little bit like where I'm staying right now. I'm in London at the moment at the Hotel Raphael Hotel and Spa, and basically we found this lovely hotel and spa. This is my room. It's very opulent, and there's a beautiful garden out there, and out the back of the hotel we've got the Thames, the River Thames. So England is a fantastic place, and why not promote it? And that's what the thought was behind the Explore the Nation round in the competition. So I'm really looking forward to seeing who is shortlisted for this contest. I'm really looking forward to seeing who wins the first ever Explore the Nation round, that was actually originally called Explore My Nation, but we changed it halfway through because we thought it'd be better for The Nation. Yeah, good luck to everybody in the competition, and I'll see you at the final.
So there we've had Angie's insight into the Explore the Nation round. And as I mentioned earlier, not only have you guys at home been helping to choose our top 10, 2 very special judges have also been looking over the finalist videos. They are Karina Tyrrell, who was Miss England back in 2014. She was actually my Miss England as well, so we had an amazing year together exploring the Maldives along with so many other projects and stuff. She's amazing. And also Tony Murdoch from UK Staycations. Now let's see what they go.
I'm Dr. Karina Tyrrell, and I'm an academic at Cambridge University and a public health physician. I was Miss Cambridgeshire and went on to compete in Miss England in 2014, and then went to Miss World where I was 3rd runner-up, and so came back with the title of Miss United Kingdom. So I've been involved with the competition for quite a while now, and I've been fortunate enough to judge Miss England and the Miss World competition for several years, and it's really been a pleasure to see how the competition has grown and developed, and of course to meet all the wonderful women that compete every year. Delighted that we've finally been able to have a date set for the competition, because of course it's had to be moved several times because of COVID. So we're now set for August, and hopefully we'll be going ahead. I can imagine that a lot of the contestants have been waiting a long time for this now. And of course, you know, the current reigning Miss England has been Miss England, the longest reigning Miss England for nearly coming up to 2 years now. So the competition has had to go through its ups and its downs, just like many different businesses during this time. So it's great that hopefully we're back on track with a vaccinated population and things hopefully getting back to normal soon. So this is a new round, which was all, of course, prompted by COVID-19 because people haven't been able to go away and travel. So it was a fantastic idea to really showcase all the wonderful places around the country where you can go and have a holiday. And so the entries ranged from all the way from Newcastle and York, all the way down to Cornwall and Dorset, and everything in between. And it's really been lovely to see all the different parts of the country, and to have the contestants showing us, what it's like to live where they are. Taking you through what would be a typical day if you were visiting as a tourist, all the wonderful places to go and see, to go and eat. And in particular, I very much enjoyed lots of the historical facts that came through, some of which I didn't know. So I really did learn a lot, and certainly have a few places now on my list to go and visit, some places to go back and visit. So it really was a wonderful idea, and everybody did a fantastic job. I really enjoyed watching them. They were hugely professional. I was very much impressed. A lot of the girls obviously did their research, on the history of the areas that they lived in. Some of them, had music to it. They sort of went out and about filming, even interviewing local people to hear what their favorite parts were of the area that they lived in. So there was really a lot of creativity, and it made it, great to watch. I think it's going to be really exciting because, the girls have had now a long time to prepare. So we're really seeing quite a high standard coming through. And I've been looking at some of the talent entries as well. And we'll be having the eco results coming out soon. So it's all speeding up in preparation for the final. So I'm very much looking forward to, being at the final and to be one of the judges. And it's really going to be a tough year this year because the girls have really been preparing and working extremely hard. So my congratulations do go out to all of them who've put so much effort. So a big well done. Well, thank you. It's been lovely speaking to you, and really looking forward to seeing who gets through the different rounds. Wishing all the contestants the best of luck, and very much looking forward to meeting you all at the final in August.
Thank you, Karina. What a wonderful interview. Now, don't forget, guys, if you've missed any of the Explore the Nation round presentations, they are still available and will be on the Miss England Facebook page. Now, next up, we're going to be hearing from our other judge for this round, Tony Murdoch from UK Staycations.
Thank you, Jordan, for that introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Tony. I'm CEO of UK Staycations Limited. We're a new company that was set up after the first lockdown back in August, September last year. Set up to aid the hospitality industry and all the leisure and tourism businesses that have been greatly affected by the pandemic and who didn't receive much support from the government at all. So the main aim was to provide a marketing platform, which was a cost-effective platform with very reasonable terms for them to join and for us to market and promote their businesses, all with a view of increasing their profitability, was hopefully retaining as many jobs as we could across the industry. I've been working with Angie at Miss England for several months now, with our sister company, TR Global Events Management, with the view of providing the live streaming platform so Angie could get the 2021 Miss England finals up and running this year. When I heard Explore the Nation round was being done this year, it was an automatic yes, let's get involved, because the synergy between that round and UK Staycations was second to none. And I think, having watched all the videos for the contestants, they've been very, very good at putting together the video that's highlighting their area, their town, their county, and something that just sits really well with UK Staycations. We want people to stay in the country. We don't want people to jump on the first flights they can get. And I think this is an ideal way of promoting areas that people wouldn't necessarily go to and wouldn't even consider. There's so much to do so much to see around the UK that it's vital for the industry that we make everybody aware of exactly what there is. And in terms of UK staycations, we're also promoting all different styles of venues to suit all different customers, whether it be an apartment stay, whether it be a city centre stay or a 5-star stay, but in all areas of the country. And again, it's just using that and the vehicle of Explore the Nation to promote all areas and all counties. So yeah, it was a no-brainer for us to be involved, and we're delighted that we were able to get involved with this and hopefully promote what the UK has to offer.
Well, here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. We're about to unveil the top 10 Explore the Nation finalists. We've been totaling up all the shares and likes that the videos have received on social media, plus the judges' decisions too, and may I say, it's so close. Now, all the girls have done fantastic, but I can now disclose to you the top 10 of the Explore the Nation round. In no particular order. Contestant number 2, Alexandra, Miss Tameside. Next up, contestant 10, Dwani, Miss Surrey. Contestant 11, Eleanor, Miss Northwest Charity Queen. Contestant number 19, Heather, she's Miss Cheshire. Contestant 22, Isabel, Miss Black Country. Contestant number 23, Jennifer, Miss North Yorkshire Charity Queen. Next up, contestant 24, Jessica, Miss Lancashire. Contestant number 33, Natasha, Miss South Kensington. Contestant number 38, Rebecca, Miss Lincolnshire. And finally, contestant number 43, Shireen, Miss Middlesbrough. So there we have it, guys. That's the top 10 in the Explore the Nation round. Now, don't forget, we've not chosen the winner of that round yet. That's down to our judges and to you. You make up a third of the vote. Here is how to do that. So, to vote for Alexandra, text Miss space ETN02 to 63333. To vote for Dwani, text Miss space ETN10 to 63333. To vote for Eleanor, text Miss space ETN to 11 to 63333. To vote for Heather, text Miss space ETN19 to 63333. To vote for Isabel, text Miss space ETN22 to 63333. For Jennifer, text Miss space ETN23 to 63333. For Jessica, text Miss space ETN24 to 63333. To vote for Natasha, text Miss space ETN33 to 63333. For Rebecca, text Miss space ETN38 to 63333. And finally, for Shireen, text Miss space ETN43 to 63333. That was easy for me to say, wasn't it? So don't forget, guys, texts are cost 50 pence plus your standard network rate. You can vote as many times as you want, but do it quickly. You've only got a week, as voting closes at noon on the 1st of July. And we're looking forward to seeing who wins the Explore the Nation round along with all our other rounds later this year at the grand final of Miss England. Now that's all from us, guys. Hope you've enjoyed your night, and congratulations to all of our finalists for putting in such fantastic work. Stay safe. See you soon.